The mic is a little. I can see if I can turn up the gain on the mic a little bit, but I think it's just because we have a kind of a crappy mic. I was listening to it before. How is that, Tenda? Is that better? Like this? Game is too loud, okay. So the vocals are fine, but the game is too loud? How's that? Should we do more, or is it like better as in it's like it's good, or better as in but it still needs more? A little more, all right. A little more. I'll give you like point like 3 more. There we go. All right. No one wants to commentate with me. I'm just gonna solo commentary. All right. Let's go, Trey.
All right. So is this game 1?
This is game 1.
Oh, it's been kind of a slaughter knocker, kind of a slow one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is Samus Sheik.
No, I guess
Samus doesn't want to approach, and neither does Sheik.
No, that's true. I think fewer characters in this game want to approach than we kind of give credit.
That's true.
That's true.
It's especially in like this matchup too. Like
sure.
Sheik. I mean, Samus just has a terrible time approaching in general.
Yeah.
But like. And then Samus is also really good at just walling out characters, so you don't really want to. But I mean, Sheik has the same kind of.
I think it's
deal.
I think it's sort of a strange thing because obviously you're right. Like Samus does want to be the zoner. She kind of wants to be playing Street Fighter a little bit.
Yeah, she wants to throw initials and then like throw out F tilts when they start getting too close, throwing out up tilts to make sure they stay away, and then when they get real close, up shield, up out of shield. Like
and so because she has this faster projectile, it kind of creates a weird dynamic, right?
That is true.
And she can throw them from an angle. It creates some real problems for a character that otherwise wants to play this really solid horizontal team.
For sure. Like it forces Samus to try to play on the platforms a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is like on Pokemon, great. But like on any other stage, usually it's a pretty difficult.
It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, and I think a lot of the best Samuses that we've seen in Melee across time are those who can play the platforms the best, honestly. Are the ones who make Samus look like she can use her aerials like any other character. Like she's not too floaty to do that.
For sure. Like the ones that are really like Samuses with great nair usage are the ones are the ones that come to mind.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of Samuses will like try to like wall out with fair sometimes, but then like some people just fast fall CC and they get kind of just destroyed by that.
Well, and to me, especially in a matchup like this, it's interesting because she. I don't know. I kind of say that she has like the model legs, right? She has long legs, right?
Forward tilt, up tilt are disgusting.
And Samus has like a big nair, has a pretty big disjointed fair. It's just a matter of finding opportunities to use those tools, right? And so.
I will say something. Just this game, Rascus' Edgeguard against Samus have been incredible.
I think he's been playing it really well.
Yeah, like just being able to like Shino style and understand like when he's going to be going for the grapples and just walling that out with back air. Which with Sheik, I will say it's like a lot easier at time because you have Shino style, and Shino style just gives you invincibility through the grapple. But
it's still something you have to know about and execute on, right?
Exactly.
So it's not free by any stretch.
For sure. And the needle usage off the ledge is also something that's been really good. Forcing those grapples.
See, and he did a good job of getting out of that.
But he's dead.
He stole it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That is one game up for Billnye the Samus guy.
I was really curious how Bill, with such a big percent differential going into last stock, how he was going to deal with low percent Sheik, because that's always kind of a nightmare. You know, she's got good traction, she wants to crouch things, she wants to trade hits in that situation, and and he sort of weathered the storm and caught him out of a jump.
Yeah, it's all about like catching that double jump. Like that's something you shouldn't be doing it too much as Sheik, but being able to recognize that's hey, this is my moment, and going up and actually taking advantage of that situation and knocking them off into a weird DI situation coming up from Rascus as well.
And I think that's such a last stock thing. Right?
For sure.
I think even to a very high level, that's the kind of thing where players are disciplined enough not to do that, and then last stock comes around and it gets a little sketchy.
Like what you did to me last week on my when I was
so.
2 stocks above you on game 4, and then I held in when you forward threw me, then you down tilted me, and I died at 40%.
And the fear is real, right? I mean, you get into a not lose condition instead of a win condition mode, and it gets really iffy. So.
What do you think about this counter pick to Yoshi's? I like it because like I think Sheik hits a little bit harder and likes the shorter blast zones.
Yeah.
Fair is usually your kill tool, and I mean Rascus has been edge guarding really well, but you don't want to rely on that.
No, and I think being able to kill with up air on this stage in particular is very strong. At first, I had forgotten that Billnye had stolen that game, so I was wondering why.
Billnye would come here.
But yeah, very strong stage for sure.
This is kind of going a very different direction this game, though.
You know, I am consistently impressed with Rascus' ledge play. I think he does. He's a player that
he loves the ledge.
Yeah,
he loves it.
I was gonna say, to be honest, everybody has some weak spots. He's a very specialized player
For sure.
in a lot of ways, and I think the things that he does well, like play at the ledge, he does extremely well. And I think we've seen a lot of that in this game.
Yeah. Just
big charge shot.
Nice. Being able to call out that charge, the charge needle.
Great arms attack. That's another
For
thing.
sure.
Once again, ledge play. He hits arms attacks every day of the week.
Understanding like those situations where you're going into that up B, like it's kind of something that you need as a Sheik.
Of course.
But being able to get them pretty consistent is really nice ability.
Yeah. Well, and showing that you can do that puts some hesitation in the guy that's edge guarding you, right? So,
Yeah, that back air was a reason that you could go to Yoshi's. It was like a weak back air and it still killed at like 100, which was really good. And there's that Omsta tech.
As we've talked about, it's fantastic. A little bit of a miscue. But he was at high percent. He's
he's up 3 stocks, now only up 2 stocks. Like it's not going to be too big of a deal. I still think that Rascus probably has this one in the bag, but I'm still interested in what Billnye can kind of pull out. I feel like Samus is one of the hardest comeback characters in the game. Like,
I agree. I think it's really. I think your opponent sort of has to give it to you.
Exactly.
One sort of mix-up situation that we saw a little while ago that I kind of want to come back to is when Samus is charging a charge shot and you're grounded and it's this weird game of chicken where are you going to run up and attack her? Is she going to just let it rip? Is she going to shield it? I think that's actually a mix-up that Billnye plays pretty well.
Yeah.
I've struggled with that.
I love just staying grounded against Billnye because Billnye loves going for the full hop charge shot reads. He loves like trying to call out my float with those, and he also loves like trying to call out the platform movement with those. And then eventually he'll like to catch on and just eventually like try to catch out my like turnip pull or something like that.
Yeah. Something middle.
And I just love just crouching, baiting out that type of option and power shielding his charge shot. I think feels so good.
Power shield charge shot is the coolest thing in the game until it never kills.
It's so dumb that Fox's reflector increases damage on
power shield
those,
decrease
and
it, right? It's kind of
power shield cuts it like in half.
Power shield is frame 1, reflector is frame 5.
That's true. I guess that's true. But like,
you can also hold reflector.
Still.
So there's, but he also does have to use the lure slot as if having shine is like a bad thing.
You want to see the gifties? The non-existing gifties? Oh, everyone's over here. It's a party.
What's up?
So game 3.
I feel like between a higher ceiling and just being sort of a weird stage, a lot of weird, floaty, less common characters kind of call this stage home.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious because obviously in this one, this was the Dreamland ban, but on the last game, what stage was Billnye ban?
I think
FT
is weird.
I guess you don't have platforms to drop through, and like you're like Sheik is able to hold needles and throw needles a little bit easier.
Yeah, I think it's sort of strange the way that Samus. I think Samus has a pretty polarizing matchup spread on the Final Destination.
Yeah.
Where, like, I as Ice Climbers take Billnye to FD, and then I go, why did I do this kind of thing? But a lot of other characters that can contend with missiles better, that can close gaps in less predictable or less linear ways, really thrive against Samus on that.
For sure, and I mean, Samus on FD missile game is hugely nerfed, strictly due to the fact that like you don't have shield drop
missile. Yeah.
And that's like a huge part because you get to get cancel the end lag of the missile, and you can act out of it pretty quickly. When you're having to force to short hop, it's a lot easier
much easier to
deal
react
with.
to.
Yeah.
Definitely. They're pretty neck and neck right now. A charge shot makes things a little bit scary.
Oh, great fair
Yeah, that
coverage.
was
True.
We've been talking about how good his left has been and is.
No, he does it like.
You have to hit those fastballs. I feel like is that a fastball for Samus? Because I feel like it's not.
Samus's fastball is it's just not that much faster than her regular ball. It's kind of funny.
Because like Peach fastball gets to the ledge there, and Samus is just not. And I don't know if it's because Billnye's not fast falling or if it's just.
I just saw Billnye do the most obvious looking there all the time, right onto a crouching shoot that was at like 8%.
Yeah.
And he dealt another 10 or whatever and didn't die for it. And even though it was a bad percentage trade, it ended up working out in his favor. I mean, Sheik's now past crouch cancel percent for a lot of moves. It looked kind of silly, but as far as I think Samus have to kind of look at value trades a little bit differently than a lot of other characters.
Yeah. I will say something that's kind of weird. I feel like Billnye has been playing he's been playing a lot more of the approach game than I thought we'd see from him this year.
I agree, especially with Billnye being as missile focused of a Samus as he's a very Wong-ing Samus.
He loves shield up out of shield.
Yeah.
That's like one of his favorite options.
It's very like Hugo-esque.
Yeah. and like to see him like constantly running in with nairs, it's like really surprising to me. And like
I don't know if it's because of the threat of needle or like
yeah, but I even then I feel like okay, go to the platform. Like
well, and so I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah,
but I'm wondering what this problem
for sure. It's like you get a forward air and you're like, how do you connect this?
But when they do, it's so cool.
It is so cool.
I love like you'll see guys like Smooth or Morse code that'll hit like
fair and like
chase 3 different fairs and then into like a back air.
Yeah, or it'll like slightly drag down a little bit because they're ASDing down and they get a down smash out of it.
Yeah. Oh, that kind of it's a really and not to mention,
the bomb into down tilt, into down air, into down smash. He pressed 4 down buttons.
that was every down. Wow, that was a big grab.
As a big down button pusher fan, I love that entire sequence.
So, see, I think this is where Fountain comes into play. I think Bill can survive a couple of others, which is really lucky for him. But this is getting rid of turrets.
Oh shit. The spot dodge was so insane, and he shielded, and he could have done something, and he didn't react to it.
I think Samus is. I don't correct me if you know I'm wrong, but I think Samus.
The back here, the fair. Oh, and he kills.
Just barely. That was a very hard fought
What
set.
a game!
Hey, go play Keijo on stream.
Okay, I'm gonna go play.
Good luck, Trey.
Thanks for having me on comms for a minute
course.
there. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Keijo!
Oh shit.
For this match,
Keijo and Trey.
I gotta say this one.
Honestly, Keijo needs the win. Keijo needs the win for the next PR.
And I think he can. Yeah.
I think he can get it too.
Keijo needs the win so he doesn't give himself an ice pick lobotomy.
Yeah. Actually true though.
So he doesn't